Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm out here working on the projects today, trying to see how much I can get done before 5 o'clock when the sun goes down. But first I'm going to be working on the truck here. I've been accumulating some parts for the sound system. I'm pretty excited. We're going to add a subwoofer here, is the plan. Got an amp, a pretty high-end Sony head unit here. Supposed to have a really good amplifier in there. I think this thing brags about you don't even need an external amp to run a sub off this head unit. So I got to look at that and see how exactly I want to set everything up. Then we got this thrift store Rockford Fosgate. I think that's a 10-inch sub. And we got a wiring kit. So the head unit that's in the truck right now is just fine. Don't have any complaints with it other than I don't like how I have to connect my phone every time, or turn it on every time. It doesn't come on automatically. I don't know if that's because if it's not wired up so that it does turn on every time automatically. But this is the dual brand head unit, pretty cheap brand anyway. So this Sony's going to be a big upgrade from that. I'll hang on to that dual head unit though, just in case I want to put it in another vehicle. But I'm gonna get started and I'm gonna show you guys what all I'm doing. Here's that amp. This is a Sony amp, model number XM-N502. So alrighty, I'm gonna make a plan here. So I was really hoping that when I got into this thing, they hadn't just spliced into the factory harness and they had actually used one of those $15, you know, you clip it into there and then you splice into your radio harness, so you're not cutting up factory wires. But they went, you know, decided to save 15 bucks and they went and spliced in here. So that means I gotta, instead of doing all my splicing at the workbench, I gotta do it in an awkward position, but we can still get it done. Alrighty, so I finally figured out how to wire this together. I had looked up a wiring diagram on Google for the factory wire colors and what they go to, and that was confusing. There was a few things that were different and I don't really know why, but I kind of went off of how the old head unit was hooked up, and I was able to figure it out. So we got it done. I just hooked up the head unit and tested it and it works. I am going to try to run this without an amp. So what I'm going to do right now is test it to see if I'm happy with the way it sounds and everything, and make sure there's no issues with power draw or anything. But it says in the manual you can run this without an amp. You can just run speaker wire from the head unit to the subwoofer. So I'm gonna give it a shot, see if I like it. Alrighty guys, so I've been testing on this thing and I just got it crudely wired up right now, but I think I'm gonna be happy with it. And I got some music playing on it right now. It's not even very loud, but it gets loud. But that there is a little rattle in this thrift store speaker, but we might replace on it in the future, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Definitely helps with the low end frequencies in the sound system in this old truck. The door speakers just had no bass to them. So yeah, so now I got to do all my routing of my wires. As you can see, it's all just crudely done so I could test this thing. And you know, I also wanted to test this thing because I got it at a thrift store and didn't really know the history of it. So I'm gonna get y'all an update once I get it installed. I'm setting it right in the center back here. This box already has some Velcro strips on the back side, bottom of it, So if I could maybe glue a piece of carpet or something there, I don't know, I got to think about that, how I want to attach it. But I definitely wanted it velcroed so I could fold those seats up if I needed to, but it's going to be so rare that anybody wants to sit back here. It's just storage, you know. But alrighty, I'm gonna get back to work. Alrighty, so I'm routing my wires through the dash and around below this kick panel, backing around to the sub. Happy with how this is turning out. So, making progress. Alrighty guys, got her installed. Got some music playing here. She gets nice and loud. There's the subwoofer. Uh-oh. What happened there? Maybe we had it turned up too loud, I don't know. Looked like it just rebooted itself there real quick. It's working now. Alrighty guys. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm stoked to have this new sound system in here, so y'all have a great day now. So I set the max volume on this thing to about 35, and that seemed to keep it from cutting itself off. I imagine because I did not run a amplifier, that you know, the amplifier that's inside of the head unit can only power up that subwoofer for a certain volume. So I just keep the max volume at the highest that it'll run without cutting itself off, and it's plenty loud. I don't need it to go any louder than that anyway, so still prefer that over running a separate amp. But I could do that if I wanted more volume, but I just wanted some more bass for my old work truck here. So alrighty, just an update. Haven't had any more issues with it. Have a great day.